Hey, did you know approximately 60% of Southern Nevada's water is used outdoors and cannot be recycled? With fall watering restrictions in effect, it's more important than ever to conserve water, and our next guest wants to help you do exactly that. Beth Moore from the Southern Nevada Water Authority joins us right now this morning. Hey, Beth, how are you?
Hi, Jason. I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. This is so important. All right, so tell us about the fall watering restrictions and why they're important.
Yeah, so while fall watering restrictions are in effect from now until the end of October. So if you haven't changed your watering clock, make sure you get out there and change it to your 3 assigned days per week. And so if you're not sure what day you're supposed to be watering, just go to snwa.com, put your address in, and it'll tell you exactly what days to water. And so it's always important to comply with the seasonal mandatory watering restrictions, but this year it's even more important. The federal government recently declared a water shortage on the Colorado River. And so what that means for us is that we can take out less water out of Lake Mead here in Southern Nevada. And that's where we get 90% of our water. So it's even more important now that you follow those mandatory watering restrictions. And it's not only a good idea, it's actually the law. So in order to avoid water waste fines, you want to make sure you get out there and change that watering clock. And you can save up to $300 annually by just changing it each season.
Okay, you'll know this better than me. For people like me that have a hard time setting the water restriction, your water with a timer, what's the best way to find out actually how to set your timer?
Well, you can visit our website. We've got some tips on how to change your watering clock.
Cool.
But it's also important to know how much to water. And so your grass only needs to be watered 12 minutes per day. So we recommend the cycle and soak method. So you'll just set your watering clock to water 3 days per your assigned day for 4 minutes with 1 hour in between. So it really gives a chance to soak in that water into the grass. And for your drip, you really only need to be watering right now once or twice a week. We call it the low and slow method. And so the duration really depends on if you have a high low emitter or a high emitter or low emitter. So it can be anywhere from 30 minutes up to 90 minutes that you water. Another good tip is to make sure you're going out and checking your irrigation on a regular basis. I usually go out probably every other week or at least once a month to put my eyes on it, make sure I don't have any broken sprinklers, water's not flowing off my property, because that could potentially be a pretty costly water waste fine.
Oh yeah, there's always those nightmare stories that wind up on the news about somebody that gets that killer check, that bill from the water company, right? And and they don't know why, and it's because there's some sort of drip or leak that they didn't probably even know about because they're not checking.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
All right. Okay, sounds good. Well, now's the time, and we all know Ryan Reeves isn't here anymore to give us a body check. So it's all up to us now. Beth, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.